First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for inviting me to speak here today. I am honored. I am honored to call myself an American citizen. You see, I wasn't born here. I was born in Budapest, Hungary, and my family escaped in 1957 in January after the Russians invaded my country. We were not to come to the United States at that time because we went to Yugoslavia to a real refugee camp where we stayed for about 10 months. My mother gave birth to my little brother Jadranko, who passed away there because they wouldn't allow my mother to leave to take him to the hospital. My parents wanted to come to the United States, but they wanted us to stay. And my mother said no. They gave us a choice of South Africa, Austria, or Brazil. We ended up going to Brazil, where I grew up, and I lived for 13 years. I love South America. I love Brazil. I love the Latino culture. And at age 16, we immigrated to the United States. But my life, as I saw United States through the eyes of a 16-year-old, has changed considerably. You see, when I came here, I couldn't speak a word of English. I would look at people driving cars, owning homes, and I thought, wow, this country is amazing. Our government takes care of us while we sleep at night, like we take care of our babies in their crib. Now I don't see it that way anymore. I am disgusted with what this government has become. In 1983, in June, I became a naturalized citizen. And mind you, I was stateless when we immigrated here because Hungary took our citizenship away. And you don't know how difficult it is to get it back. I'm trying now, but they want 20 million paper documentation, but for the illegals, they need nothing. This country violated my rights by not securing the southern border over here. You see, my firstborn and only son, Ronald da Silva, was murdered by a previously deported criminal illegal alien. That was a hard pill to swallow. When I know that the judicial system pled with him to take a plea bargain from a first-degree murder down to voluntary manslaughter. 3 times the judge pled with him, saying, Mr. Gonzalez, take the plea because you're gonna have some time with your children. I was outraged. But you see, I keep remembering my oath to defend the Constitution that this country was founded on, and to defend our country against foreign and domestic invaders. And that's what each one of us is doing here today. I swore allegiance to the United States, not to a socialist country. We escaped from a socialist country. No, thank you. Those that do not know what it's like to lose your freedom, go to Cuba, go to Venezuela for 6 months or a year, and you're gonna soon find out how terrible it is where you have no voice. I fight for my son because you see, my son is 6 feet under in a coffin, and that's what separates us. They say that, oh, but these poor people, they just want to unite with their loved ones. Really? Then do it legally. Wait your turn like my family did. My family didn't climb over a fence, didn't overstay our visas. We waited 13 years to legally come to United States. God bless this country for having had laws, which now we don't. And I am willing to shed blood for this country any time of the day or night to protect our Constitution in our country. My son left 2 little boys, they were 8 and 10 at the time that he was murdered. I can honestly tell you, it destroyed my life. It destroyed our family's life. All my father wanted to do was to die. 11 years later, he did. Instead of being sad for him passing, I felt happy that he was united with my son and my brother, who died 4 months after my son was murdered. You see, that guy that pulled the trigger, and that's another thing, our Second Amendment rights. People say, but Agnes, your son was shot. You should be against guns. No, I'm not. Because that gun didn't load itself, walk down the driveway and pull the trigger and fire. That illegal criminal alien did. We have to stand up, we have to fight, and we have to recruit others to stand up and fight. Because if not, we're going to lose this country. I campaigned with President Trump. I have been to the White House twice. What a great man he is. I will vote for President Trump 1,000,000 times over than this idiot in the White House. You have no idea how I despise even seeing his picture. And not to mention Kamala, which I say Kamala. Sorry, I could say other uglier things. We have an inept government. Mayorkas, Biden, and Kamala, they all should be impeached. They all should be arrested for treason, for dereliction of duty. When are they going to stand up for us, American citizens? I am tired of paying higher taxes, being ripped by the government for them to squander our money on illegal aliens. They get free rooms, free medical, free Medicare, schooling, and everything. Why? What do I get? I get to go to the cemetery to celebrate my son's birthday, like I did a week ago. You know how difficult it is to sit on that grass, clean his marker, and tell him how sorry I am? So I'm fighting not only for my son, but for all of your children and grandchildren and mine. Because we need to protect, we need to give them a future. We need to give them the America that we knew, that we lived in. It's changing very, very rapidly. And as I hate to say this, I'm beginning to dislike, or not, I can't say my country because I love my country, but this government I despise. I despise it with it all. And what we need to do is be vocal, get out there and fight, go to your local representatives and hold them accountable. No more monies to any other wars. We need to take care of our veterans, of our senior citizens, of our homeless. We need to take care of our country. When do we come first? When? It's about time that we come first. I will not be silent. I have gotten the nastiest threatening, even life threats on my Facebook page because I speak up. I don't care, and I'm not intimidated by little punks who don't have the face to come and say it in my face. And you know what? At almost 70 years old, I'll be 70 this year, I'll take him down too. Come on, I'll take you down. But let's fight for this incredible country that's called United States of America. Let's not give up on our home. And let's chase these people out. What we need is to implement E-Verify and start deporting. God bless United States of America.
Agnes Gibboney! This is for you. We just love you. We love you.